Thoughts from the Trail. I'm Scott Anderson.
Good morning from the trail. If you are a regular watcher of Thoughts from the Trail, you know this one concept up around the fact that we are the ones who determine the outcomes in our lives is pretty prevalent throughout many of the messages here. And today I'm kind of continuing that, however, with a little bit of focus on what I'm calling open heart surgery, and I'll explain that in a minute. So we have choices in our lives that get to determine our happiness, our joy, and love. And of course, I would suspect that most of us, if not almost all of us, would choose to have love and joy as a part of their lives and be the predominant way of experiencing life. The interesting thing is, we make choices every single day around, are we going to have an open heart or are we going to have a closed heart? So a very basic example is, if we are saying and thinking things frequently around the idea of, well, if this happens, then I'm not going to be happy, or by some set of conditions or something someone says, we allow ourselves to close our heart and thus shutting down the love and joy at that time. And so we are the ones who are actually choosing how we are responding to our environment, to people, and sometimes maybe even ourselves. So my thinking on that is, by golly, for me personally, I want to live a life full of love and joy. And I want to be able to feel that inside, and I want to be able to share that as well with those who are around me. So this is where the title Open Heart Surgery comes into play, because I work very hard to try to cut out me shutting down my heart because of circumstances that I allow myself to put myself in a negative situation, and my heart shuts down. I no longer feel love. I don't have that same joy. For instance, say maybe I get some type of criticism over a picture I take or something I do at my day job. I have a choice on how I respond to that. I can get all Eeyore, wah, 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 and just leave the joy, but I get to choose. And so I'm inviting us to think about how we can be surgeons in our lives to cut out our choices around intentionally, whether consciously or unconsciously, and I believe we can train ourselves to cut out the times that we're shutting our hearts. We're closing them down and in essence cutting out the love and joy in our lives. So let's be surgeons and let's think strategically and create awareness about how we do that. In fact, I'm connecting the last message I made called The Gift in the Voice, where I issued a challenge around being aware of the voice inside your head that is constantly talking to you. Because this is where that surgery needs to take place, is how we respond to the inner voice and how we create an open heart through love and joy. So that's what I'm thinking about today. This is, again, built upon the book that I'm reading right now by Michael Singer called The Untethered Soul. I am on chapter 6 right now, totally loving it. I invite you to take a look. Maybe it's something that will be beneficial to you as well. Well, may we be blessed as we consider picking up our scalpel and becoming open heart surgeons in our own lives. And may we experience and create the love and joy that we seek. Well, that's what I'm thinking about today, and I'll see you next time on the trail.